Hi, this is Jackie,
Hi, this is Diana.
and you're listening to Home Bodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we break down and dissect series. This one, we are talking about Abbott Elementary Season 2, which is not on HBO and has not been. But we are still talking about it because we loved
Yeah,
Season 1 so much. We are talking about
here we.
episodes 9 and 10. But
Mhm.
let's start off with what we are enjoying this morning. It is morning on the 4th of
Yeah.
July, by the way.
Hey, happy
Happy
4th.
birthday, America. Um, we are celebrating by talking about a series made in America. There you go.
Mhm.
So, what are you
Oh, what am I? Oh,
drinking?
I am.
Because this is
I have
interesting.
my Path water,
Path,
and it is.
PATH.
Yep, love this stuff. It is the alkaline one, so it's purified water with electrolytes for taste. I am a water fanatic.
You like the
Love the
water
Path.
with like the
My
electrolytes and
favorite
stuff.
water is Smart Water with the electrolytes, like the antioxidant one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's my go-to. This I was introduced to when I went to Mirbeau. This is what they hand out now. When you stay there, you get this water. And what they want, yeah, in your room, this is what you get, a bottle of this per
Is that
guest.
a metal
And
bottle?
yeah, so the coolest thing about this thing is it's refillable. So after you enjoy it, right?
Where do you go?
It
Oh, you mean you can
you
reuse it? Sorry.
you can just reuse it and you can wash
Like
it.
it's
It's a metal
stupid.
bottle. Now, when I see these, I always grab one. I love these. And then we use them. I'll bring them to like the baseball games because I have like the little skinny
Yeah.
ice cubes. Because that way, if
Hmm.
you leave it somewhere,
Yeah.
it is what it
So
is,
it's
but you can
metal.
recycle it. I use it
It's
for a
metal.
while and then I
It
get,
is metal, you
yeah,
said. Sorry. So for those
I
of you
love it.
not watching and just listening, we are not getting paid for this,
Mhm.
by the way. We just thought we'd
Mm-mm.
start chatting about what we're enjoying because we want you to enjoy a beverage and sit back and relax. So this is a black bottle with silver writing on it. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
It's
And they
very
make,
chic looking.
it is
So
very, very chic.
we'll have
And they
to
make a white bottle as well. That's very
with
cool,
what
but
color
it's
writing?
not, it's,
It's
I
white.
feel like it's white with silver or white with
Oh,
black writing.
okay.
That's the one where it's just the purified water. It doesn't have the electrolytes in it, I
Electrolytes
think.
in it. Okay. Oh,
So, what
very
about
cool.
you? What are you enjoying today?
Regular water, but it's water in our lovely black
I
OTA
love those. Oh, yes.
travel thingy. It's metal.
Yeah.
I do love that size because I do also have a giant Hydro flask. But our water was our system was bad. It was really, really hard water.
Hmm.
It stunk, sulfury. So
Yeah.
we got our whole water system worked on. I am not remembering the words for all this stuff, but our water that we drink is filtered. It basically tastes, I think, like Fuji water.
Hmm.
And honestly, we had to do that because we were using Brita before and the whole thing. And I
Yeah.
would never have drank. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't even good, whatever we were doing, like brushing our teeth with the other water. So um, that's what I'm enjoying this morning. And I just wanted to say I'm wearing um, what is this?
Yeah, that's a cute
Oh my
swim cover
gosh,
up. You're
cover up,
ready to
swim
hit the
cover up.
pool.
I am ready. Air day.
Yeah.
Even if it's rainy, I'm like, I'm still going to put on my bathing suit because, there's barely any days of the pool
Yeah,
time
this weather's
that
out
I've
here
put
in
a
the
lot of
Northeast has been
my money.
madness.
So let's get to um, episode 9.
Hmm.
Let's just get to episode 9. I am
Yeah.
wearing a beach cover up. It's from Walmart. It's still there. I shop at Walmart online, not all the time, not in the stores, not because I can't, not because I'm snotty to shop in the stores. I'm saying that I found this on the app and because they didn't have it in the store. So I just want to show it's really
That's the
cute. I
thing.
got it last
It's
summer.
adorable. It
Thank you.
is. And I think
1788.
they're free, like in our Walmart. Like we have a decent Walmart, but they
No,
don't
we
have like
don't.
the free
Cats
assembly line.
Catskill is way better. Kingston
Like they
Walmart
have like,
is a nightmare.
yeah. Yes, but it's not. I'm just trying to say that we don't have like the clothing section like they offer online, like the free
No.
assembly and like like
Catskill's
it.
nicer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
FYI, sorry.
Take a drive.
Yeah.
But I have found some of my favorite band T-shirts have been from the Walmart, and
Walmart's.
I have a great dress that, yeah, I look like the Hamburglar, but I don't care. It's black and white striped. It's a t-shirt dress, and it's like one of my favorite dresses. It's from Walmart.
Have I seen it?
It's like
Oh,
a
is it
big,
just
thick
striped?
black and white striped pocket
Oh, okay.
straight down.
Oh,
It's
cute.
adorable. It's like
Yeah.
$15.
And you
Anyway,
put them on velvet hanger. You put it on a velvet hanger, so it
that one
doesn't.
goes on a plastic hanger, by the
Oh,
way, because it doesn't slip. I'll use my
oh, okay,
regular plastic
okay.
hanger, but I
Yep.
can't have the plastic hanger with the little
With the
nibbies
dents
in
in
it
them.
to hold your tank tops. I can't because then it puts a dent in the thing.
In the
It's a whole
shoulders.
shoulder
Yes.
issue.
I actually discussed a friend of mine commented about that. And they were like, I use plastic hangers. I was like, no, I'm talking about, because she didn't watch the episode. I'm talking
Okay.
about dents. Anyway. All right. Let's get to episode 9, sick day.
Ooh.
This is a little bit off the subject, although it is about Abbott Elementary. Remember last episode, I was like, where's Janine's jumpsuit from? So I've talked about this before. I have become an official top contributor on Shop Your TV Facebook group, and I am psyched because I love this group because so I posted a picture of her jumpsuit and I was like, she's sitting. I didn't know if they'd be able to find it. Well, I was on Facebook on the right thing. This woman, Erin, she is a top contributor too. She's not even an admin. She came back so fast. I mean, I was like, this is an old episode. I don't know. Because I did go on the Shop Your TV website first and try to look for it. She came right back and she said, where is it? Why is it hard to see comments when it's like something I posted? Does that make sense? I feel like that's weird. All right, all comments. Let's see. All right, right away, she replied. I think it's called And Other Stories, belted short sleeve jumpsuit. It was $129 at Nordstrom. So Janine, the real Janine would not be wearing that. She would not spend that.
Not with the paycheck.
She would not buy that. No, I'm saying the real Janine, and also would not be wearing it hanging out at home for $129. So, but it's sold out. I think they have black and a denim one, maybe. Oh, the black one is $155.
That's a little. I mean, one of my favorite jumpsuits from Z Supply, and it was $89, and I get a lot of compliments on it, but I love it because it's like that jersey cotton. It's a green. Mm-hmm. It's got like I think it's got like buttons or something. I can't remember, but it's got like a little tie waist. I'm a big fan of the Z Supply line. It is a little more pricey, but the stuff holds up, in my opinion.
Holds up. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't pill.
Good to know.
It's a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. Good Z Supply. Check it out. I love it. It is a lot of the stuff is a splurge, but I really like a lot of my jumpsuits from there. Anyway, I like that jersey cotton. You know what I'm talking about? It's got a little bounce to it.
Yep. Yeah,
and it doesn't wrinkle real easily, and it's soft. I like.
Yes.
The older I get, the cotton. You know how I feel.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
The way it feels. Oh, you might be canceled. Okay. All right. Finally, Janine has a sick day, and of course, Ava caused it. Yeah. So Ava.
Stomachache watching this.
I know. Oh my God. So
can I just say something about tuna?
Yeah.
So I loved a tuna salad. Like I loved
back in the day.
Really into like adding things, and I still love tuna. I'm a big fan of tuna, but I don't know about hot tuna. Like I don't know. My dad melt? Is like tuna casseroles, tuna tuna shouldn't be hot, and I actually agree. I think it
shouldn't be
like that,
right?
Tuna.
You don't like that, you said.
Yeah, I don't like tuna.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I think my mom would make tuna noodle casserole. Ooh. I'm like, what?
Anything?
I liked it. But looking back, I'm like, oh no. My God.
It just seems like you're just asking for something. My dad will not eat, he will not eat mayonnaise. He won't eat yogurt. Mayonnaise is not the same as yogurt. I know that, but he gets. Yeah, he's a pharmacist. I don't know if it has something to do with the bacteria. I don't know. Not that mayo is made from obviously we know yogurt's made from good bacteria. He thinks that's disgusting. But my mayonnaise, I guess he'll eat mayonnaise, but he will not have tuna. He gets skeeved out. Anyway, this also skeeved me out. I probably will not just this because I've slowly really not been eating tuna fish from a can just for different reasons. Anyway.
Sure.
But of course, Ava takes everything out of the fridge, puts in the cold packs. But meanwhile, how are people end up getting freezer burn and it was just in the fridge?
Yeah, I don't.
Are they putting it in the freezer? I don't know. So,
It's probably
uh,
like dry ice on their eyelid,
right?
under
That's what
their
it, I think that would really hurt.
chemical burns.
Oh my God. So she puts the tuna melt sandwich, mayo, and milk on the windowsill.
Hmm.
And I love how Greg's like, how long have they been in the sun? What do I look like, a weatherman? I think she's a weatherman. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
All right. So Janine is out. She's done. So here's all the stuff that, Ava does. She does all that, right, to the
Yeah.
refrigerator. She also uses all the printer paper up for these flyers that honestly were amazingly beautiful with the colored ink. Like we would never get quality like that
Oh no.
out of any of our
Mm-mm.
printers. Um,
Mm-mm.
and she forgets to sign paychecks, which we don't have to have our boss sign the paychecks.
No, but that was hysterical.
They come from Central. I mean, I don't even think
And they're, yeah, it's
like
auto. It's like a
principal
stamp.
wouldn't sign off on a
No.
paycheck. I don't think anywhere because it's the school. It's not like it's this
Yeah.
business that he owns. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Janine FaceTimes her, which I was like, is that to prove she's sick? Why would you FaceTime? And of course, like, what's her name? Ava's like rejecting it because she like blocked. It's almost like she blocked her number. Yeah. She has it unknown. She doesn't have it saved at all. Basically, she tells her she's sick, and then she also tells her. Is this when she tells her? No. Yeah. Does she tell her about the binder? I mean, before she even knows that she's going to be her sub, I think she tells her about the binder, doesn't she?
Yeah, she told her about the binder, and I was thinking back about, well, a couple things. Sub shortages are a real thing.
That's real
across the country.
Yes.
So this was really a funny twist and spin on it. But then I was also thinking about back in the day, how if you want to take a sick day before, because now it's all computerized, you just
you had to call
or whatever. You had to call, and like there was a person's voicemail, like a answering machine.
It's like
not
an answering
even
machine.
like a legit
answering machine. Yeah.
And you had to leave all this specific information and stuff like that. And then there was back when I remember like subbing.
You used to sub? Oh, I forgot.
At Saugerties. Yeah, for a hot minute, like one school year while I was in grad school or something. And I remember like the lady would call you at like 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that person got a stipend. They should have. Now that stipend got taken away. I mean, actually the one who did it for us, she retired, but she, I remember when they took it away because now it's computerized. Job. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now it's all computerized. We don't need subs. Me and Diana don't need subs.
No, we don't get a sub.
Our jobs, if we had somebody there, like it wouldn't count. Like only a speech pathologist can do speech therapy, and only a school psychologist can do the things you do. So, meaning, but it's more meaning for it to count as a service.
Yeah, and I have a confidentiality issue.
Confidential. I do too. I don't.
Yeah,
that's not really appropriate. Anyway,
but I mean, teachers get pulled like from our academic service providers, like our AIS staff get pulled, TAs get pulled to sub.
They pulled TAs. All that was real. Like
it's real.
Yeah,
there's just not enough.
I've only been asked to like maybe do dismissal or something at the end of the day.
Yeah,
because it's kind of. I mean, we would have if we were pulled, it would have to be. Well, you wouldn't. I don't think you would be, but if I was pulled, it would have to be a real emergency shortage where there is literally nobody, because then I wouldn't be servicing my students, and they're mandated and they're all that. So that wouldn't be too good. Okay. I just love though the secretary shows her the memo and she's like, she ends up firing her.
Every week
she fires me once a week. Yeah. Ava is trying to find a sub. She calls one who's already there. Then she tries to grab a student. She thinks a student is a teacher. She asks Mr. Johnson. He's like, janitorial emergency. Then he's like, AKA, I don't feel like it. Janine does end up getting half dressed, but then she gets sick. She goes into the bathroom. But she's very concerned because the children have a spelling test. And it is a Friday, and they depend on that. They're ready for it, all that stuff. all of a sudden the kids show up in Greg's class and they're like asking one of the kids to play, and it's 8:30 in the morning. So he knocks on the wall. He opens the door expecting to see Janine. And of course his eyes are level with Ava's chest area. Chesticles. Yeah. And she was on fire this episode. Yeah. She was so freaking funny. She's like, my eyes are up here, Mr. Eddie. But also too, she goes, I've been picturing something like I've been fantasizing about this scenario. Yeah. I don't even know, for so long, for such a long time or something. Oh my God.
That's funny.
And so she ends up subbing. I just loved, she's like, kids can't leave the room. Oh my God, this part. She goes, filling in for Mr. T. Filling in for Miss Teagues. It's no Christopher Wallace. No biggie. She says things too so fast. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I have to go back. Yeah. I had to take a picture of it, and it's not going to come out that good, but here it is on the screen. She looked beautiful too. She's gorgeous. She really is. She's absolutely beautiful. Funny. What do I have here? I have something. I have no idea what I was trying to write here. Oh, she FaceTimes again. I think Janine FaceTimes again. Yes. She's talking about the binder. She's like, they have to have their spelling test. And this is yeah. So anyway, now we're in the staff room, and Tasha comes in, who hasn't come in since Janine basically started working there. Yeah. Because she wants peace and quiet. They end up, so Barbara and Melissa end up inviting her to lunch. And this is Jacob's face. He's like, and he's like, oh, they always said the restaurant refuses to seat tables of three. That was amazing. Ava is looking at the binder. What were you going to say?
You can't go out to lunch during a school. I'm sorry. It's not like.
No, I don't. You don't have time for that. Are you kidding?
To sit down? Like, no, that's not in our world.
Have a waiter? I mean,
no,
they clearly have hour lunches.
Yes, they must.
I mean, they do work along.
Yeah, that's true.
Early too, but still, I don't know.
That's funny though.
Okay, where am I here? So Ava has the big, huge binder, and she's just, making comments left and right, just like she's a nerd, and Janine's a nerd, and all this stuff. She plays the DVD, which is basically Janine sounds like she's dead, but she says, "I know it's too late for me to. It's too late for me to come into work," and she's like, "Ah!" So she turns it off. So she reads, just play music while they do their artwork, and I didn't know that song. So she plays some sort of R&B, sounds like a booty call, song, right? Yeah. Like a hookup song.
Right.
And she's singing it and all that. And meanwhile, side story, people are starting to complain about the masks. At first, they loved it or whatever. Yeah. Ava Coleman. But now they're saying they're getting frostbite from the masks. Kids are asking where Miss Teagues is. Then she runs and gets, what am I doing? I think I have this on maybe in the wrong order, but I have she runs and gets Mr. Johnson. And she had said don't tell him about the lizard people that live under the Denver airport. Because he loves to say these theories or whatever. And he starts telling them about, she grabs Mr. Johnson and he starts telling them about the lizards. He just starts telling the story about the lizards. Greg, she goes to talk to Greg, I guess. And Greg tells her she needs to give them the test. They'll fall behind. Tells her how important, to put the date, because she was making fun about putting the date on the board. It's the routine. Mm-hmm. She does hear him, but she doesn't know what time school ends. So she puts
for safe measure, we'll say 3:00.
What was even funnier too, in the beginning, I thought about this when she reads that she has to put the date on the board. She says, I don't want to get my hands all chalky. There's no chalkboard in there. I mean, maybe somewhere, but she even put the date on the board on a whiteboard. So I was like,
yeah.
Huh? Yeah. She sits down to do story time. And she's like, I can tell you a story about the plaza. Once there was Ghostface Killer and Redman. I thought that was funny. Okay. Ava, okay, so she's going to give him the spelling test and she needs to make copies. And of course, so she asks Greg to watch her class and she says 5 minutes. And he says, 5 minutes or Ava 5 minutes. She goes, stop flirting with me.
Yeah.
She was
the best.
She was killing me. What else can I say? Where are we here? Of course, the printer's out of paper because it's her fault.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So she uses the paper for flyers and puts the test on the other side. She does end up like helping the kids, and she was helping the kid and she's smiling at the camera and she's like, another thing to like put on, I don't even know what she says, like put under young Ava's belt or something.
Yeah, exactly. She's really feeling good about herself here.
Yeah. So
I when they did the story time though, she brought out the Amelia Bedelia, and people hate Amelia Bedelia books. I love Amelia Bedelia books. Yes, believe it or not,
do? Where she was misunderstanding everything and doing everything wrong. I used to hate those books. They gave me so much anxiety. I couldn't stand them.
I always thought it was the funniest, the whole like figurative language and the whole. And
I did not. I hated it.
I know people,
and we actually have it for Donovan. And he doesn't. He likes it. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember though. There was something comforting about it. Like I don't think I minded being read it, but it still stressed me out. Draw the drapes. I mean, it does teach it.
I know.
It does teach that language very well. Yes. So nobody says draw the drapes anymore though. I remember reading it, I think, to a kid and they were like, I was like, draw the drapes means close the drape. Confusing. Yeah. But because nobody says that anymore. All right. So, by the way, while Janine is gone, the coffee maker breaks. There's ants, and Jacob's pointing out, like, if Janine was here and she would help, and he's standing up for her and everything. So when Janine comes back on Monday, Greg gives her the special water with the electrolytes, which was very cute.
Some electrolytes.
Yeah.
It was really
Barbara
cute.
and Melissa did miss her. Tasha leaves.
Tasha's like, I'm out.
She's out. Ava, of course, is going to fix the coffee maker. It's not Ava. Janine is going to fix the coffee maker. And Ava got more paper. And there's also something else. She got some other memo about fixing, I think, the fire alarm in the gym or something. Yeah. She's like, I got a memo. That's short for memorization.
They're all looking at her like,
it's what? Memorandum for those people.
Yeah.
Right? So then we see her, she's shredding the flyers. Oh, by the way, so Jacob had stolen a mask and used it. Yeah. We see him using it. Yeah. He asks for reimbursement for topical cream. She's like, no, basically. That business is over. Okay. Let's go to episode 10. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That was you didn't hear it?
It was a button.
Mm-mm. Oh, let me try that again.
Oh, you do one of those transitions?
Let's just do it. Why not?
It's loud. There it is.
Woo. You know,
swooping,
mixing it up a little bit here. Okay. Episode 10 is called Holiday Hookah. Now, I just want to start with, have you been to a hookah place?
No.
I'm trying to remember. So I lived in the city a very long time ago, in New York City.
Yeah.
I swear those were around, like they were becoming new. I could have sworn. I do remember, now I'm getting also mixed up with when I went to Vegas, also a very long time ago. They had oxygen.
Yes.
There's what the heck did they call that? I don't remember.
You
would go and inhale oxygen.
They have a place like that in Buffalo too. They're big, like oxygen and IVs. You can get like different IVs.
That
for
IV, recovery. Yeah, I've heard about that. But like,
there's a place opening up around the corner from our school. The old
hookah place?
R&R
kind of
business is no. I think it's going to be like
infusions.
I think it's like an IV. Yeah, that's what that was the gossip. Yeah,
I'm definitely a little curious about that.
Interesting.
I doubt maybe insurance will pay for it.
Yeah, a little hydration cleanse or something. I don't know.
Well, they do like nutrients.
Yeah.
Crazy. Vitamins.
Some
Anyway.
sort of like spa environment, though.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do on our lunch break.
There you go. We'll go get a hydrating IV
Little
of some sort.
infusion.
Woo!
Back all hopped up. I don't need my iced coffee. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Zach is there and he is volunteering, right? And he's like teaching, he's doing choir. He's leading choir. And Jacob apparently has a horrible voice.
Terrible.
Jacob is not going to Pittsburgh with Zach for the holidays. Does he say because he says at that point because he has a bad voice? I can't. Is that what he says in the beginning?
I didn't really. I was more listening to how he doesn't talk unless you're singing.
Oh, unless you're
think
singing.
about like if my kids don't listen to me, I start singing whatever I'm trying to get them to, and they can't. It drives them crazy. So if they're not going to listen to what I'm asking them to do, I start singing it, and then they'll do it because they want me to stop. Not because I have a bad voice, but they're like, "Why are you acting so weird?" I'm like, "Because you're not listening to me," and then I'll start to go a little nuts.
So. Yep,
exactly.
I tend to say things that aren't true. Like I'll be like, for it to get his attention because he's so not listening to me. I'll be like, so then I broke the Nintendo game and I smashed it in half. You know, that's not what I've said to, but you know, something like that. Something that, you know, is totally not true. Okay. And then he'll be like, what? All right. Blah, 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 blah. This is Janine's first single holiday. And she ends up leaving. They're having a holiday party after work on like the day before Christmas break. No one would go to it, or winter
Everybody's
break.
Out the door.
Nobody would go to that party. Just saying.
No, we usually have a party like the week before if there's a holiday get together. It's not going to be at our school, that's for sure, because you can't drink on property of a school.
We've
or light
never
candles
had
in a
that.
school, really. So there's
can't
that.
light candles. No.
But I wanted to be invited to that. It looked adorable.
I know, it did look adorable.
Both of the Secret Santa exchange was adorable in the library.
I forgot about that.
And then the little,
you know what? I think I skipped over that.
So cute.
I totally somehow skipped over the notes of that because.
I
have it here. I know why. We just didn't get there yet. I mean, we just skipped over it. That's all. Whatever. Going to a hookah party. I have Erica is going to straighten her hair, and she's going to get her hoe on, according to Erica. So now that they're at this is when they're at the gift exchange. Ava is dressed like a sexy Mrs. Claus, of course. She always has a costume for it. It's Secret Santa, basically, I think. And Janine had a bust made, like a tiny bust made of Mr. Johnson.
So cute. So cute.
Which that had to have been more than $25 because it was apparently a $25 maximum.
Yeah.
So Ava put her name in multiple times, of course. Melissa and Barbara are going to, when Greg got her a $17 gift card to the Office Max or something, the office supply.
Was that like a credit that he had left over? $17?
I know, I was like, I know, she was like, that was funny. That was funny.
That was great.
Melissa and Barbara have, what?
Yeah, never mind. No, I was just going to say, it was almost like he was like, oh, that's right, Secret Santa's today. So like I had this in my like wallet left over.
Yeah. I also love how he's like, I thought it was a $25 maximum. She was like, come on.
It's minimum.
This is when we hear about Melissa and Barbara having this, they always do this holiday dinner thing in the lounge. They have wine and everything. Janine actually leaves the school function early because she has to get ready. And Greg is going out too, coincidentally. Jacob shows up to Barbara and Melissa's. I think Barbara did invite him, right? Because Melissa asks. Melissa compares him to paint fumes. Which of course, now we're at the Hookah Club. Oh my God, that doesn't sound right. I'm just gonna call it the club. Okay.
The club.
And of course, they're all there basically. Janine's with Erica waiting in line. Greg shows up with his friend, who I'll go into in a little bit. And then Ava just walks. She's like, I don't do lines. With her white coat, looking all fly. So now we're back to the special dinner in the lounge, and Jacob is just bashing Christmas to Melissa and Barbara. And
oh my gosh.
Then we go back to the club, and Greg's friend Maurice wants to hit on the coworkers, of course, and Greg's like, no. Greg ends up like dancing over to Janine, and it is hysterical. He's so
Yes.
awkward. He's like looking up and dancing, and it's just
I wrote
excellent.
down like all their interactions during this. I said the two of them are like middle schoolers.
Yes.
Like they
Even when they dance, everything.
yeah, it was so
And he's talking to
funny
her
and
about dance. He's like, we're the only two people not dancing. And then he says, should we go out there and be normal together?
yeah.
Now we're back to the lounge, and Melissa and Barbara just like can't take it anymore with Jacob. Excuse me. So they go outside,
Yeah.
and Mr. Johnson tells Jacob he basically sounds ridiculous. We're back at the club. Greg can't hear it, so they're dancing awkwardly, and Greg can't hear a thing she's saying. He just keeps like responding, and he has no clue, which I thought was very funny. Erica pulls her aside and basically tells her to turn her ASS up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're back to school. Mr. Johnson schools Jacob about what he's doing. And apparently also the cake is gross, which I thought was really
Yeah. His pound cake
like
or whatever.
tries to eat it. He's like so then all of a sudden Jacob runs outside. He almost gets hit by a car twice, like both ways.
Can we talk about the fact that right across the street from the school is like a deli / liquor store, like with like liquor,
with everything
and beer
you want,
signs,
literally
and cigarette,
everything you want. Yeah.
Across the street from a school with children coming in and out of there every day.
That's for the teachers.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. The club, we're back at the club, and they start to dance closer.
Ooh.
And then Ava's looking, and she's like, why is my work husband dancing with my work nemesis?
Yeah.
I love that she calls him her work husband. Mm-hmm. I don't think he thinks that. You know,
no, not at all.
You're my work wife, I think. I don't have a work husband, do I?
Mm-mm.
Well, there aren't very many choices for husbands, because I'm just saying there aren't. If we want to use the word husband, saying a male, we don't have many men.
No,
the principal's not going to be my work husband. That would be very weird. No, I think the other one's taken as a work husband.
He is.
He shares a room with another teacher.
Yeah.
So they're a couple.
Charlie can be your work. Our therapy dog can be your work husband.
Yes, he is my work husband. Oh my God,
he's so cute.
I love him. All right. Where am I here? He even has his own Instagram page.
Seriously,
I got a link.
I wonder if I follow him. Wait, do I follow him?
You have to follow him, Charlie. He is a King Charles Spaniel, I believe. Yes. He is like a stuffed animal. You'll find him, laying in the hallway, all of a sudden, pet him. He'll roll on his back. I mean, he doesn't make a peep. He will sit there. I mean, he is very cute. That's all I have to say.
What is his thing?
I don't remember. I mean, I don't know. If you go
his owner, his mom, doesn't follow him on Instagram.
She doesn't follow him?
I don't think so. Wait.
She might. She's private, so who knows? Maybe you can't see.
Oh, wait, I got it. I'll find it. No, I was looking in the wrong spot. Okay,
so go ahead. His owner, by the way, in our school is the occupational therapist. And we have a previous occupational therapist also had a therapy dog. So it was very cool that she retired and we still have a therapy dog, which is great. Okay. All right. So then also, sorry, Ava goes, pour me something cheap so I can spit it out. She does it twice. I was like, you know what? I got to look her up. I did find an article. It's Entertainment Weekly. There's an article. It says talks playing a chaotic principal you hate to love. That's true. You don't love to hate. You hate that you love her. I was thinking about that, how the first episode, I hated her. I was like, she's got to be out of here.
Yes.
And now you love her. I just want to see. So she did stand up with Quinta Brunson, I guess. And she didn't know, and I didn't know this either until I saw the interview with Oprah, that Quinta Brunson was like a huge internet sensation. Like that's how she got famous. God, I forgot what she was on. So apparently she has a son. I think Janelle James. Yeah, Janelle James, who plays Ava. She does have a son. I was really trying to read on to hear why James is. I thought that I wonder if she wrote she writes like the jokes in herself. I don't know. I'm just so curious.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think.
They have a good, they definitely have a good writers team on the show. There's no doubt. It's very relatable. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
Well placed. It's fun.
Yeah. It's very good. All right. So anyway, Jacob gets a Santa hat from that store. That's another thing. That store had a Santa hat. And
looked like it was used for many years.
Yeah. Maybe he got it from, maybe there was a scene where he got it from the person working in there, because that would have been even funnier.
Yes.
I'm going to make that up, that's true, but
yeah. Like the person working there.
Like maybe there was a scene, and
they cut it out. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. He buys them tasty cakes, candy, scratch offs. He also bought them Yoo-hoo because there wasn't any hot chocolate.
Gross.
God, I used to love that when I was little. I loved that. When I was little? Even as a kid, you didn't like it? Strawberry's gross, though. Strawberry Yoo-hoo is disgusting.
Remember the Nesquik? I still love the Nesquik. Out of my mom would get
we got that too.
Mm-hmm. The can. And then
we didn't buy...
got points, you could like cut out the things and send them in for like, I got like a Nesquik t-shirt or something.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah. It was...
Yeah, nobody does that stuff anymore.
I miss the days when you cut the little UPCs out or whatever it was, or the proof of purchase, and then fill out the form, and then your mom
like taught patience and saving, even though it's not money, but you think about all that.
Yes.
That taught.
And there was a catalog. Remember Betty Crocker had a catalog too, and you could say, I used to my mom would like collect the little things in the envelope, I remember, and then when we'd get enough, then she'd like send.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Tape the quarters or something. I do
remember the taping the thing. Yeah. No, it's and also there's really no toys in cereal boxes anymore. And
that makes me sad. Some of the best things came out of the color changing straws, or like the little like legit toy.
Yeah,
I think we've already talked about McDonald's toys and how they were so awesome when we were little.
Yeah,
the quality. Oh, anyway. Sorry.
All right, that's okay. So now we're back at the he tells them Jacob tells Barbara and Melissa this is one of the greatest Christmases he's ever had.
Oh.
He had bad Christmases. A lot of fighting. Greg and Janine walk out together. It starts snowing. Greg says beautiful. He's talking about her. I have chills right now. But they were really making me cold, by the way. But I loved how they acted that out very well. Yeah. They are just about to kiss. Yeah. And he gets a text from Amber asking him to meet her. Yeah. And then Ava, oh my gosh, Janine, getting all confused now. Janine starts speaking Spanish.
Yes.
Feliz cumpleaños. She doesn't even say Feliz Navidad.
No, yeah.
She says happy birthday. I don't remember the other one. She's like, I don't know why I'm speaking Spanish. But it was like so funny because that could be something that you start to do because you feel, I'm not saying Spanish, but like you might bust out and say something and you're like, I don't know why I'm doing that, because you feel awkward. And that was great. Greg's friend, Maurice, starts talking to her. I actually really loved this part. No, I don't want her to get together with him. Right. But I actually thought he was really cute. And like he talked about how Greg talks about her and talked about like the egg drop thing and how he worked at you. I actually felt like it was very realistic. Like it felt like you were seeing something from like a reality show. You know, well, not that they're real, but so anyway, I looked him up because I knew he was somebody. Yeah. His name is Vince Staples. He's a rapper. It said the rapper stepped into the world of Abbott Elementary in season 2. And that's all I'm going to say because I don't want to hear any. That they're calling that. Oh, this is the mid-season finale, by the way, because there's 22 episodes, I think, and we're at 10. So
yeah, and they said new episodes in January on like.
So they took a winter break.
They did.
We're way behind. So I of course I don't want her to get together with Greg's friend because that could just possibly ruin things in the future for the two of them, for Greg and her.
Also Greg's not dating. All the people that he's dated have not been his type, in my opinion. Obviously, it's like all this like fluff. It's like filler to get to the
to the real deal. All right. So anyway, so he's talking to her, and he references that Greg was talking about her, and then talked about the egg drop and all that stuff. And well, he mentions a scientific fact about snowflakes, which I thought was cute. He's like, I know you like science because, so I don't know, I thought it was cute, even though So Jacob decides to go to Pittsburgh. Ava and Janine. Then okay, so Ava and Janine are outside the club, and
Oh, jeez.
Erica's making out with the guy that she called her ex-boyfriend, which I thought was also a really funny line about, well, I'm going to talk to him, we're going to date, I'm going to become super clingy and look at his phone, and then we're going to break up.
Yeah. All planned out.
So anyway, Ava says to Janine, "You're coming with me because she looks too good." So she's like, "You're coming with me, my boyfriend." Janine's like, "Boyfriend?"
Boyfriend? What?
Of course, and of course he's this professional basketball player. I'm going to say his name wrong. Andre Iguodala, something like that, I believe. I listened to her say it, and then Iguodala. Yep, Iguodala. Yeah, so I didn't know. Did you know who he was?
No,
No,
I don't
okay.
follow the NBA that
No,
well
I don't
much.
either. I
And
mean,
you know,
he did.
I love sports.
Yeah,
But I only really watch baseball and football.
right. So he did play for Philly at one point
Hmm.
back from 2004 to 2012, but he's like an amazing player. So for those
Yeah.
of you who didn't know. So anyway, I think that was the end. I loved both of these. I loved both of these.
I think both of them, we usually have a favorite. I have to say, equally enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't know
both
if
of
I can
these.
pick.
I can't.
I
I'm
don't think
not
I can
picking.
pick it.
They were both hysterical.
Excellent. And I liked
Tender.
that they weren't in school.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
don't like when they leave that, but I liked that. I loved that
Yeah.
actually. And the sick day thing was excellent. Oh, I forgot to talk about in the sick day episode how Janine's like trying to eat the saltines.
Yes.
How
She falls asleep.
she was like really shaking too. I mean, they had her like sweating, that cold
Yeah.
sweat. Yeah, she
Yeah.
falls asleep. She took Pepto, Bismol. She calls it two different
Imodium.
medicines, Imodium, and then she got
from
something
Mexico.
special from.
Yeah, a little cocktail there for herself.
She's she's very funny.
So funny.
That brings us to the end.
Good. All right. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah. And
hopefully you weren't offended by anything. If you were, well.
Yeah.
Kind of our thing now.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because we're going hard because we're off of school. So maybe we just need to take a step back.
So much.
A lot.
No.
And
we just need to take a step. What do you mean? You don't need to take a step. That's fine. I told you it was hot pod summer.
Woo.
What else do we have to do?
Well.
All right. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.